Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo, and today on this very, very stormy, dark, and dreary day, I am going to show you how to make a crocheted bracelet. So what we're going to use is this wax cording. I think this is called, let me see, it's bright pink, I think, or something like that. I don't see the name of it in here. But it's wax cording. It's 1 millimeter, and we're going to use that. I have a D 3.25 millimeter crochet hook and these pretty pink beads. Aren't those pretty? And the other day, I showed y'all how to make these earrings, and I made them for our dance group. We're getting ready to dance at a luncheon for a spring celebration, and we're going to be wearing all pink. So I thought I would make us all some pink jewelry. Now, if you want to see how to make these earrings, I will leave a link to that at the end of this video. But right now, whoops, I am making a mess. We are going to make this very easy crocheted bracelet that goes around 2 times on your wrist. You could actually make it longer and where it would go around 3 times and then also be a necklace. In addition to the beads and the cording, I'm using, what size is this? I think it is a 6 millimeter jump ring. And then I am also using a lobster claw. Now, if you were doing a longer bracelet that would go around 3 times, you wouldn't really even need a clasp. You could just tie it. And I actually have videos on how I did that. If I can find a video on that, I will leave a link up here so you could click on it. Something else that you might need is some type of a pin. And that will be at the end of this. So, first thing you're going to do for a bracelet that goes around twice, let me measure this for you. It winds up being about 14 inches long. So we're going to use 28 millimeter beads here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. I'll go ahead and put those on. And before you start doing a beaded crochet project, you always put the beads on first. So let me go ahead and string the 20 beads on, and I will be back. All right, so I got all my beads strung on there. And the first thing we're going to do is we are going to make a slip knot. Now, I'm going to attempt to show you how to crochet a chain stitch. It's a very simple, basic stitch that you do with crocheting. My suggestion, if you do not know how to crochet, is watch this video and then go searching around on YouTube for videos on how to crochet. I actually have a video that I will link up here that shows how to crochet, so you can watch that too. But I'm going to leave probably, I don't know, a couple of inches here, 1.5 to 2 inches, because we're going to tie the clasp, so I need enough room to tie. And then I make a loop, I stick my hook in there, I grab that, and then I pull. Let's try that again. It's hard to do it slow. So you grab it and you pull it through and you tighten it like so. It is raining and windy out there. Boy, we're under tornado watches all day today. Hopefully it won't be too bad. All right, so once you get your slip knot, you're going to tighten it, and you take the longer end, not the shorter end, but the longer end. You're going to wrap it around, and you're going to pull it through that loop like that. That is a stitch, and you're going to do it for a total of 3 times. So that's 2 and 3. And so you would call that chain 3. All right. Now you're going to grab a bead and pull it up, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to wrap your cording around your hook, and I just grab the bead, and you're going to pull it through that loop like that, and then you're going to do that 2 more times for a total of 3. Okay. And then you're going to grab another bead. You're going to loop it around, pull it through the hoop, loop around, pull it through, loop around, pull it through. And you continue to do that for all 20 beads. I'm curious, how many of you crochet? I've been crocheting for a long time. I started crocheting, probably in high school. And I remember doing granny squares, which are really easy to do. And I would do like a granny square blanket, or I would do a granny square and then make pillows out of them. You do need to pay attention to what you're doing. So you make sure you're doing only 3, drawing the bead up. 1, 2, 3. How many of you knit? That's one thing I have not been able to conquer. I'm too many thumbs. I know a lot of knitters say that crocheting is harder, but I don't see how it is, because knitting, you have 2 needles that you're working with. With crocheting, you're only working with 1. If you're a knitter and a crocheter, which one do you think's the easiest? Especially if you were going to teach somebody, which one would be the easiest to teach? Well, I'm going to go ahead and finish these up, and then I'll be back to show you what is next. This is actually a really fun, quick, easy project. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm on my last bead. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And then I just kind of pull this. Not hard, just gently pull it, because they tend to kind of bunch up. And now I need to have about that same amount on the other side. Doesn't have to be exact. And then you just pull it through, and it knots automatically. And now we are going to put our clasp on. And like I said, if you made this longer, all you would need to do is to tie this in a knot. All right, so let's go ahead. Here, we're going to do this one first. When you do the jump ring, see how it's not closed? You want to make sure it's closed all the way. You also want to make sure there's not like a gap, because then it will fall off. Like if there was a gap between the 2 ends there, which there is not. So put the string on there, and then we're just going to tie it. Now, you don't want the string to be tied up close to the bead like that. You want to make sure it's down here. And this is where that pin might come in handy. Because you want to tie it at the end of your stitches there. And I'm going to do that at least one more time, maybe a couple more times. But you see how there's a little gap-osis there? That's where I'm going to put my knot. Boy, it is raining outside. Just got back from dance. I'm glad I came home when I did. We were actually going to practice a little bit longer, and I said, I think we all need to get home. Just had this feeling. I think I'm going to do one more knot. Just want to make sure this is safe and secure on there. All right. Then I'm going to trim this a little bit. And this is another thing you can use your pin for. You're going to unravel this. See how it's coming apart? And then you take your pin and you go through the fibers and you just separate them out, and you wind up with a little tassel. Ooh, I hear thunder. Hope we don't lose power. All right, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. I want to show you this one. See how the ends are frayed? And I'm going to go ahead and put the lobster on here and tie it just like I tied the jump ring, with a couple of knots. All right. Let me finish this up and I'll be back to show you the finished bracelet. There it is, all done. And like I said, I've done these before where it's gone around several times. I've actually done them with little E-beads where it's gone, it's probably gone around 6 or 7 times. Those are really fun. And that's probably the video that I'll link up there, but not right here, but before. But anyway, that is the bracelet. Very easy to do. And let me know if you try this or if you've crocheted beads before. Thanks for joining me, and y'all have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo signing out for now. Bye-bye.